could ever ask for. Johnny Ive, who has designed iPhone and MacBook Pro, has made a new device for OpenAI. And Sam Altman and people at OpenAI are just fascinated by it. This device is especially focused on AI and how it could revolutionize user interface. When we hear device and Johnny Ive, we sort of imagine that it's a smartphone with OpenAI logo and a pre-installed ChatGPT. But no, it's a completely new approach from the bottom up to redefine what a personal computer is in the age of AI. Here's what Sam Altman said about the new device.
The first one we've been working on, I think, has just completely captured our imagination.
You know, Johnny called one day and said, this is the best work our team has ever done. Yeah. I mean, Johnny did the iPhone. Johnny did the MacBook Pro. I mean, these are like the defining ways people use technology. It's hard to beat those things. Those are really wonderful. Johnny recently gave me one of the prototypes of the device for the first time to take home, and I've been able to live with it. And I think it is the coolest piece of technology that the world will have ever seen.
It is possible that Sam is overselling its own product, but the evidence shows this device has to be something absolutely magical and profoundly different. Because OpenAI just announced they are acquiring IO, Johnny Ive's design and engineering firm behind the device, for $6.5 billion. This company was founded in 2024 and is being acquired for $6.5 billion in 2025. Johnny Ive, after Apple, founded a design firm called Lovefrom that has worked with Airbnb and Ferrari. But this firm is not part of the deal with OpenAI. Only IO, which was founded in 2024 and has now only 50 employees, mostly engineers, physicists, and product manufacturing experts, is going to merge with OpenAI. OpenAI, in fact, has been working with IO from the beginning, and they even had a 20% stake in the company before this deal. So they have been following the progress pretty closely. OpenAI is not a Google or Microsoft with billions of dollars just laying around. And if they weren't confident about the new device, they wouldn't have spent $6.5 billion. But the deal goes beyond just one device. Johnny Ive says they are building a family of AI-first devices.
The products that we're using to deliver and connect us to unimaginable technology, they're decades old.
Yeah.
And so it's just common sense to at least think, surely there's something beyond these legacy products.
We have like magic intelligence in the cloud. If I wanted to ask ChatGPT something right now about something we had talked about earlier, think about what would happen. I would like reach down, I would get on my laptop, I'd open it up, I'd launch a web browser, I'd start typing, and I'd have to like explain that thing. And I would hit enter and I would wait and I would get a response. And that is at the limit of what the current tool of a laptop can do. But I think this technology deserves something much better.
And so IO is merging with OpenAI.
Formed with the mission of figuring out how to create a family of devices that would let people use AI to create all sorts of wonderful things.
And he is personally joining OpenAI to oversee the software design part as well. So ChatGPT, Sora, even the API, all of them are going to benefit from better design decisions. I would say OpenAI is currently not bad at design. Clearly Sam cares a lot about it. And you kind of get the Apple clean, modern, and minimal feelings using OpenAI products as well. So what is this device itself, and when can we get our hands on it? The device is coming out, or officially announced at least, next year. And it is not a phone. From the rumors, it is not anything in a phone form factor either. They have been working with headphones, glasses, or pins, something not that conventional for compute at the moment. And it seems like the goal is to remove barriers and friction compared to the phones. So anything you could just put in your pocket should be out of the question. I love the idea that they are looking at it from the first principles. And I love the idea of a better form factor to revolutionize how we can access AI and compute. But let's be honest, phones are pretty goddamn impressive and popular. And for anything to work, they should either be very invisible in terms of adding extra weight or any sort of inconvenience, or they should completely replace phones, which is like out of this world difficult, or they should work with phones and use the already sort of embraced infrastructure of little compute nodes in people's pockets. So as much as I would love to see something so good that retires phones, I don't think the odds are in favor of that happening anytime soon.